Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling confused, guilty, or emotionally drained without knowing exactly why? Maybe someone was really nice to you at first. They praised you, supported you, made you feel special, and then, slowly, things changed. If that sounds familiar, today's video is for you. In this video, we're going to talk about dark psychology, specifically the difference between persuasion and manipulation, how emotional manipulation works, and how kind, empathetic people often become easy targets. Don't worry, this isn't about fear. It's about awareness. Let's get into it. Part 1. What is persuasion? Let's start with something simple, persuasion. When you hear the word persuasion, you probably think of ads, commercials, or politicians trying to win votes. And you're right, those are all examples of persuasion. Persuasion simply means trying to influence someone by communicating with them. But here's the important part. In persuasion, you still have a choice. Someone can explain their idea, give reasons, even use emotional language. But in the end, you decide. Persuasion can actually be a good thing. Think about campaigns that encourage people to quit smoking, eat healthier, or get help for addiction. So persuasion isn't evil. It only becomes dangerous when it turns into manipulation. Part 2. What is manipulation? Now let's talk about manipulation. Manipulation looks similar to persuasion on the surface, but the goal is very different. Manipulation is about control. A manipulator wants you to change your behavior without fully realizing what's happening. They don't respect your freedom to choose. They care about their goal, not your well-being. Manipulators often use deception, emotional pressure, guilt, fear, confusion. And here's something important to understand. Not all manipulators look evil. Some appear charming, caring, even helpful. But behind the behavior, they are using people as tools. One major red flag. Manipulators rarely take responsibility for their actions. If something goes wrong, it's always someone else's fault, usually yours. Part 3. Emotional blackmail to minutes. One of the strongest manipulation tools is emotional blackmail. This usually works by creating guilt or sympathy. For example, after everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me. If you really cared, you wouldn't say no. I guess I'm just not important to you. These phrases are designed to make you feel bad. So bad that you give in, even when you don't want to. Manipulators often exaggerate emotions. A small issue becomes a huge crisis. A simple no turns into a personal attack. Another common tactic is making you doubt yourself. They might say one thing, but act another way. When you notice the contradiction, they deny it. Over time, you start questioning your own memory, feelings, and judgment. This is exhausting, and that's the point. Part 4. Love bombing. Now let's talk about one of the most dangerous techniques, love bombing. Love bombing usually happens at the beginning of a relationship. The person gives you intense attention, compliments you constantly, makes you feel special and deeply understood. At first, it feels amazing. You think, wow, finally someone who really gets me. But here's the truth. Love bombing isn't about love. It's about attachment and control. Once you become emotionally connected, the affection slowly disappears. And in its place comes guilt, pressure, and demands. People who are lonely, kind, or emotionally open are especially vulnerable to this. If something feels too good, too fast, that's your warning sign. Part 5. The dark side of empathy. Let's talk about empathy. Empathetic people are kind, caring, and emotionally aware. They feel deeply, not just their own emotions, but other people's too. That sounds beautiful, and it is. But empathy has a dark side. Empathetic people often absorb emotional pain, feel responsible for others' happiness, give more than they receive. Because of this, manipulators are naturally drawn to them. Empathetic people believe in goodness. They forgive easily. They give second chances. And unfortunately, that makes them easy targets. Over time, they become emotionally exhausted, anxious, or even depressed because they forget to protect themselves. Here's something important to remember. Being kind does not mean having no boundaries. Part 6, How to Protect Yourself Win-Win Mindset. So how do you protect yourself without becoming cold or selfish? One powerful idea is the win-win mindset. A healthy relationship is one where both people benefit. Here are a few simple steps. First, be aware. Pay attention to how you feel around someone. Do you feel respected or pressured? Second, put anger aside. Strong emotions make manipulation easier. Clarity comes when you're calm. Third, listen carefully. Not just 2 words, but 2 patterns. Actions matter more than promises. Fourth, think creatively. If a solution only benefits one person, it's not healthy. And finally, set boundaries. Not everyone deserves access to your emotional world, and that's okay. Dark psychology works best in silence and confusion. Awareness takes away its power. If this video helped you understand something about your past or present, that's a good thing. You're not weak. You're not naive. You're human. If you found this useful, like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it. And remember, kindness is powerful, but only when it's protected. See you in the next video.